Hello everyone, and this video is going to be a bit different. I am quitting PvP. Probably never coming back to it. I'll still do it, like I'll still, do it in general, but when it comes to actually do it competitively, I will no longer be doing that anymore. So I'm just going to post this video to show you guys all the things that I've learned and the techniques that I'm pretty sure that I made. I'm not sure though, so anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, but these are some techniques I figured out by myself, and advanced techniques in general that you probably don't know about. Hopefully, if you're stuck at Ht3, this will help you get to Ht2. Let's move on. So, a good friend of mine, a long time ago, Ht3 Sword, taught me a technique. I don't know what it's called, but it's a special sword technique that helps a lot of Ht3s in Sword get to Ht2 in Sword. And basically, how to do this technique is that your skill is getting held back by your reaction time. Now, your reaction time for Sword is variable, but usually it's the indicator. So you see the indicator and then you click. That's how it is for most people. But the best way to do this is to erase the delay of your reaction time because it's holding you back. So essentially what you do is around 0.25 seconds before you actually hit, you hit. Basically, before you even think you're in range, a tad bit before you think you're in range, you hit. Because the delay from your brain to your hand, so you can hit, is so significant that you can actually outreach someone by just doing this trick. So basically, I learned how to apply this specific sword technique into jump resetting. So basically what you're going to want to do is that before you even go into engagements, you're going to want to think that I want to jump reset this time, because you need to know if you want to, because it's that hard to pull off. So when you get close and you're about to get hit, you want to jump reset a little bit before you get hit, just barely enough so that that delay does not exist. So now that you've learned how to do perfected jump reset, I'm going to teach you the Strategist technique. Now essentially what the Strategist technique is, it is a technique of a playstyle. Now you only have one playstyle in Minecraft. Normally, that's how it is for everyone. But the higher tiers you go up, you might notice that some people have 2, some people have 3, that's where it usually is for the high tier 3s, 2 to 3 playstyles. And then above that, it gets more and more. Like a high tier 1 might have like 8 different playstyles that they swap to adapt to you. Now, essentially what this is a way to combat their playstyles and at the same time use their own trick against them. So basically, what you're going to want to do is when you go into a battle, you're going to want to have your whole book laid out before you. You have to have every single playstyle that you have. For example, for me, I have one strafing playstyle where I strafe a lot, like in Nethpot. I strafe a lot and I dodge a lot. Then I have a different playstyle, which is a diamond pop playstyle, where I crit, B-crit, double crit, crit, B-crit, double crit, which is just a bunch of different types of crits so people can't hit select me out of my crit chain. Then I have my third playstyle, which focuses on spacing and hit selecting. So it's mainly a sword playstyle. Now, you can have these playstyles, in which I have 3, but I have something called variants. Now what a variant is like, for example, my strafing playstyle. I strafe a lot and I crit a lot, but most of the time I just strafe and I get up really close. So what I do sometimes instead is I strafe and I uppercut while going around that person. So I take less KB if they try to hit me back, and then I'll swap directions each time they hit me. That works. And then I have my normal one, which is my kind of like my default strafing style, where I just go around them and then I swap each time their cursor catches up to me, and I swap to the other way. And I just keep doing that continuously. Now, my second playstyle, which is my staying still and just kind of like being a sword main and like hit selecting a lot of spacing. What I try to do is that sword technique, and I also try to hit select really well by doing double hit selects, which is basically you jump reset someone's hit select, you hit select them back. It's like a reverse hit select. And in this second playstyle, I will have like a different variant, and these variants will be like a little bit of a little like jig jag before I actually hit select, so I can mess up their aim or something like that. And that'll be like my variant. Sometimes you can have 3 variants, sometimes you can have 4, but you will just get better at this and make it up as you go. Mostly, this is a very personal way of learning how to fight, but this is crucial to get to tier 2. You really need to learn this. Well, hope this video helped a lot and helped you get low tier 2. But if you want to learn shield mechanics instead of all this like SMP stuff, you probably want to check out my next video. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned in for that one. Bye bye.